Good morning, kids.
Gonna put the world away for a minute, pretend I don't live in it. Sunshine gonna wash my blues away. Had sweet love, but I lost it. She got too close so far, and now I'm lost in the world, trying to find me a better way. Wishing I was to be better off somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze and don't seem fair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise is a fire inside. Never been so happy, never felt so high. I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Don't think anybody's gonna miss me anyway. I'm on a permanent vacation. The ocean is my only meditation. Wishing my condition never gonna go away. Now I need deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing in through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise is bright, I never been so happy, never felt so high. And you might find me on paradise. This champagne show, watch moving.
Good morning, good morning. Oh.
Good morning.
Jimmy, why are you dressed like a football player?
Softball. Today,
Softball?
we've got a theme for a different theme every day of the week. Today is wear a costume, something you normally wouldn't wear, or something wacky Wednesday on Tuesday. So, but we decided to wear uniforms that are not our manager uniforms.
Cool. Already. Slowly people are signing in here. Oh my goodness. Where is everyone? Well, I'll start off with our quotes for the morning. And then I go, oh, Joe, your tree looks nice.
Thank you.
Ship screen. So this is how it's going to be, huh? December 15th rolls around and people showing up. We only have 30 people online right now.
Well, let's say they're at closings.
Well, I'm going to show you that, and it might be true. So let's go into the beginning here. The good news is the end of this unusual year is in sight. I'm going to show you it's a really good year. The better news is 2021 should be a great real estate year for all real estate professionals that are working at making it a great year. These quotes are newer quotes that I've received. Hope you like them. Every day is a new beginning. Take a deep breath, smile, and start again. I was riding my Peloton bike this morning, and what did the girl say? I don't remember. It was relevant at the time. It'll pop in my head. If you can't do anything about it, then let it go. Don't be a prisoner to things you can't change. Let that one sink in for a minute. To build a strong team, you must see someone else's strengths as a complement to your weaknesses and not as a threat to your position of authority. Ooh, interesting. You know, we are an amazing team of unique interests. Some people are really good at farming. Some people are really good at FSBO. Some people are really good at expired. Some people are really good at social. Some people are really good at everything. And just because somebody else is better than you at one thing doesn't mean they're a threat to you. They're a complement. Because as a team, we all do more. Deborah Haley is on. Everyone who matters is here. That's right, Jim. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. The best is yet to come. Ooh, that's a good one. When we replace, why is this happening to me, with what is this trying to teach me, everything shifts to a more positive outcome. It's called taking personal responsibility. When we replace, why is this happening? Oh, we did that. And this particular quote could be a very important thought for all of us as we look at 2021. Don't tell people what you're going to do it and shock them. After shocking them, stay silent and move on to your next project or goal. That's pretty interesting. Somebody's texting me. It must be important, right? Oh, Mike, good. I'm glad I checked. Sean and Misty are in the audience, would like to join. Very good. Okay. Now, you ready for this? Let's see. Oh, good. The crowd is growing. All right. I want to share this with you. It's crazy. I'm telling you, crazy. All right. We have 243 active listings. Typically, we have 550 or 600 listings. So listing inventory is way down. Only down 3 from last week, though. Listings taken, we've taken, I tell you these things so you know that stuff is happening. This is Christmas time, right? Holiday season. We've taken 63 listings so far this month. That's really good. You guys are hustling. But look at the next stats. 28 of the 63 are still active. 35 have already gone under contract of the 63. So that's 55% of the listings we took this month are already under contract. Is that crazy? Mike, did you find Misty and Sean?
Yep, they're on.
Okay, thanks. All right, closings. This is mind-boggling to me. For the first 11 days, we've had 65 closings for $582,000. The average close price so far this month is $342,000, and the average commission is $9,509. We've always used like $275 as an average sales price and about $7,000 is the average commission. But so far this month, the average commission is $9,500. Average sales price is $342. Now look at this number. Pending to close by the end of this month, we have, drum roll please, 227 more contracts scheduled to close by the end of this month. That's for a total of $2.1 million pending, plus the 582. That's $1,682,000. That would be a world record. Our best month so far was 2.3. So this could be potentially 2.6, but a lot will get pushed. Guys, this is going to be a stressful period of time. To cram 227 closings into 15 days, that's 15 closings a day. And that counts if we close on the holidays and the weekends. So 15 days, take out, we have 2 weekends left. That's 4, that's 11, plus Christmas Eve, that's 9 days. 227 closings in 9 days. It's 25 a day is what we're looking at. So just be prepared and tell everybody to just calm down and take a chill pill. The title companies are going to be swamped. The mortgage companies are going to be swamped. The underwriters are going to be swamped. And that's just for our company. And the good news, that's Shining Beacon. Only 9 contracts are past their closing date. So you guys are doing a good job. So if you're one of the ones that has 9, extend or cancel them, please. So December, almost 300 closings planned for December. Now, drum roll, please, for this one. Oops. January of last year, 2019, we did 130 closings for $826,000. Right? Our break even is about $1.4 million. So we suck rocks in January. January closings for 2020 were up over 2019. We did 151 for $996. So still a money loser. Forecast already for January of 2021 is 118 closings for $1.7 million. So we're going to like double. And this is still, we're going to still be writing for December closing in January. So 118, look at this, 118 for $1.7 million versus 151 for $1 million. We're just winning on all areas. So if you're not playing the game, you're crazy. Oh, good. All righty. So sympathy for the mortgage and title. Oh, and how about some sympathy for the back office? Jessica, Joy, Angelique, Sam, Chris, they're going to be all chipping in to get this work done. And let's talk about this too. We have a short week next week. You know, we usually get all of our closings in by Wednesday to get them out in the overnight on Thursday so you can have your checks on Friday. Well, Wednesday's Christmas Eve, Thursday's Christmas Day. So anything, we have to have everything in by Tuesday at noon in order to get it into an overnight for Wednesday delivery. All right. So, and if we can't do that, get it paid at closing in. If you need the check right now, if not, it's going to be next week. I do have a very interesting meeting on Thursday with a payroll not a payroll company, but a paycheck processing company that allows electronic payments like Paramount's doing with earnest money. So maybe we can do something like that going forward.
Correct.
Yes.
Check the average commission check on that January forecasted closing. 1,775,000 divided by 118 is like $15,000.
Wow. $15,042.37. That's insane, guys. I mean, the big stuff is moving. Everything's moving. We are blessed. Let's all repeat that together. We are blessed. All right. All right, management team. Let's hear some holiday cheer. Sean, why don't I let you and Misty go first in case you've got other things to do? Did you hear me talking about how busy closings are going to be? Misty, how many closings?
I did.
Yeah,
How many
that is
closings?
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Very
So
awesome.
we're just going to hold on to our seats. So you mentioned holiday cheer, and I know 2020 has been really rough for everyone. It's just been a really crazy year. So I wanted to mention something, that Paramount Title is doing for the Century 21 Beggins team, or in their honor, basically. So we're going to be donating to Metropolitan Ministries. And I was just looking at the numbers and the quote on there, and it says we are blessed. And just remember that we are blessed. And it is really nice to be able to, touch the less fortunate. So we will be donating in honor of Century 21 Beggins.
Yeah, Sean called me yesterday. "Hey, we want to do something for the agents. Can we throw a party or what?" I said, no, we've had enough parties. Half the people that say they're coming aren't coming. We can't get everybody together. And then Sean brought up, why don't we do a donation somewhere? And Metropolitan Ministries is a really cool charity. And there's a lot of people that are in need of food and stuff, shelter now. So thank you guys. It's very nice of you.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely. And keep them coming. You guys are definitely rocking on those listings this month. So we are excited.
Listings this month, sales next month.
Sales
Any
next
advice
month.
for us to get through the closing process easier when you guys have to have, if we have 226 closings, you got to have 2,000, 3,000 closings.
We have a lot.
It
We have a
feels
lot.
like it, Craig.
Yeah.
Any suggestions for us to make it less painful?
I think you hit the nail on the head. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like all of the agents are very pleasant to deal with, and they let us do, what we need to do to get the closings done. And everybody has just been so gracious and kind to us in the office.
Good.
Yep.
So no advice, just sit down, shut up, and wait your turn.
We'll
That's
call
it.
you when your check is ready.
Yeah, please don't chit chat on the
Checks in
phone.
mail.
Very cool. All right, my top left is Joe Diener.
Good morning. Good morning. All I can say is we are busy in South Tampa. So good morning, Misty. We're busy. There's lots of closings happening. I just want to thank everybody for sticking with it through 2020, and we're going to end the year big. We're going to catch up with you, Chris.
It's close. All right, Mr. Reed, you're up right. My top right.
Morning. Thank you so much for everybody who came out this past weekend and did the Toys for Tots. Speaking of donations, we had nearly 50 bikes, 5 huge Toys for Tots bins full of toys, 5 pickup trucks full of stuff to get over to our donation. So another
And one
successful year. What's that?
And one van.
Oh, and one van. Joe, thank you for all the donations that you put in. Joe contributed 1 bike for every closing. Brandon Engel with Survey Eagle, he contributed about 12 bikes for the inspections that he did over a week period, and a lot of everybody else here donated. So thank you so much for that. We've had some awesome things happening this week. We had one of our agents, Julie Fernandez, had one of her first huge closing. She got a $945,000 listing, sold it in the first 10 days over in South Tampa, and it just closed this past week. She outdid another two other experienced agents that were going to list it for $890 to $900, listed it for $945, sold it for basically full price, and closed in about 3 weeks. So awesome job. Rachel got both of her listings under contract within about 10 days as well. Congratulations. And we got Heidi Seddon, who's just been turning contracts and closing deals left and right. She double-sided 2 of her listings and wrote another few contracts. Thank you for everybody who's just been a part of this amazing yet challenging year for a lot of people. So thank you so much for showing up. And my thoughts for you are, when the odds are 1 in a million, why not be the one? Why not be the one instead of going along with the crowd? Success is awarded to those who are willing to do the uncomfortable. And it's going to be uncomfortable when you're that one, when you decide that you're going to be different from everyone else. And you're going to be criticized. There's always going to be haters. So you're going to be criticized no matter what you do. So why not do what you want and be the 1 in a million?
Cheers. Kathleen?
Good morning, everybody. Ho, ho, ho. We're staying busy out here in Sarasota. Thank you all for coming out Friday night. We had a wonderful time. Food was great, and it was so nice to see everyone. Yeah, I think everybody had a really great time, just finally being able to relax and see one another instead of just our Zoom, our normal kind of Zoom kind of stuff. So thank you all. Each and every one of you is very special. Thank you all for the Toys of Tots boxes packed. We've got 2 bikes and over 80 toys. They're picking up the box today. So thank you, everybody, for all your donations. I also want to thank Misty for doing donations for the agents to Metropolitan. That's very kind and that's deeply appreciated. That's a charity that's near and dear to my heart. So from my heart to yours, thank you very much. A shout out real quick to our rock stars out here. Dawn's got a new listing, goes live in January. Neil's got a new contract. That one came in over the weekend, over $1 million. Shelly's got 2 closings. Julie's got a closing. Lorraine's got a closing. Jimmy, nope, I'm repeating myself. Zach's got a closing. And Rena, one of my newer agents, got her first contract. I'm extremely proud of her. Want to leave you with some words other than just ho, ho, ho. Every experience teaches us how to learn new skills and develop better ways to manage our next challenges. If we don't fall down and get up, if we don't learn how to balance those things that seem like challenges, if we don't learn how to work through it, then we'll never appreciate coming through the other side. So congratulate yourself for every time you fall down, pick yourself up. You can always go back on that bicycle and ride time and time again. It's doable. We're here to be the anchor for you. And you can learn new skills each and every time you fall down. It's a beautiful season and a happy new year soon to be to everybody ahead.
Awesome. Deborah Haley.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody's getting ready for the next 2 weeks, meaning maybe you've got some more work to do. So let's get to the practicalities of the season. There's nobody else working. Y'all can make a lot of money in the next 2 weeks. If you work 2 or 3 days for the next 2 weeks or each week, guess what? You'll be there making money. You'll be there setting up for 2021 like nobody's ever thought about. So this is not the time to rest on your laurels. I know, spend time with your family, love your children, but focus on your business because this is what matters right now is that you kick off 2021 into a very positive, productive year, guys. So that being said, what's the best thing you can do right now to reach out to people is get out your pen, buy some seasonal cards, and handwrite some holiday cards to your clients, your sphere, everybody you know, because guess what? Most people aren't getting cards this year or anything. I mean, we've gone so electronic. Let's go back to the old school. People love still getting mail and getting the nice, beautiful Christmas cards and holiday cards out there. So do that. Spend the next week and a half doing that, and you're going to be so rewarded. People will love that you've thought enough about them to just send them a card. So have a happy and awesome New Year's, and I look forward to seeing y'all next year.
Cool. Hey, just a little Zoom lesson, guys. In the chat, it says, right now it says to all panelists. If you type in that chat, it's only going to go to the panelist. If you select the down arrow, you can select all panelists and attendees. So Kalani did a shout out to Julie and Rachel, but she sent it to all panelists. which means Julie and Rachel didn't see it. So just a little lesson there. If you want to be seen by everybody, do all panelists and everyone. If you don't want it to be seen by everyone, then just do panelists. But there is a conscious choice to be made there. Or you can individual somebody individually. Right? Zoom lesson. Mr. Puma. There you go.
I guess wouldn't let me unmute there. So Mike Tyson once said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And back in February, we all got punched in the face. But I am extremely proud of everyone on this call and everyone from an agent perspective, because I think better than any other brokers that I've seen, we all pivoted, we rebounded, and we came back stronger than ever. So I'm very proud to be a part of this team. All I can say, guys, is to Deb's point, whatever your follow-up and communication plan is, double down on it, right? Do it even more during this holiday season. If that's letters, write letters. If that's connecting with people on social, connect on social, or all of the above. But take this time and really communicate and connect with your sphere. I promise you it'll pay off. But I'm very proud of everyone, and let's have a nice push here for the end of the year.
Yep. Like real estate agents, we never really get time off. Your phone's always going to answer. And those of you that are enjoying these 227 pendings, you don't get any time off. But the good news is you can travel with your office in your hand and get most things done. Ashley,
Good morning. I also really like what Deb said about making sure that you're doing those cards. One thing that I've even been doing through the relocation department is with different home offices or where people are physically working out of, I've been making contacts like that to verify addresses. So then that's a double touch point, right? So not only is it that fun holiday card when somebody's excited to get something, especially right now, and physical cards, like I said, it's hearing from me twice. So I wanted to also say how grateful I am that we are such a giving organization. I mean, seriously. So we're looking at Paramount, who's like donating in our honor, but also Beggins together. So I'm really, really proud of the fact that we've all aligned ourselves with such amazing people, and no matter what, doing great things in the community. Also, make sure, as far as anything with Cartus, keep everything tight right now. We're at the very, very end of the year. We need to make sure that you're getting all the information to me. Everything needs to be updated, listing, pending, sold. And then also remember that Cartus affinity training is due today. So any questions about that, let me know.
Cool. Mr. Bass.
Good morning. Last week, I went to 2 different holiday parties, and it made me realize how much I miss seeing a lot of those faces out there. And so we have a lot of extroverted personalities in this company, and man, there's a lot of cool dynamic personalities as well. With that said, I think both of them were a success from everything I've heard. The charity's awesome. Well done. Indian Rocks Beach is still doing a bike and toy drive. So if you haven't got into any charities yet, you're more than welcome to reach out to Kathy or myself, Kathy Mack, or even Jeff. And then South Tampa, we sponsored a family there. The mom has breast cancer. The son has a cancer. There's 2 boys. One of the boys has cancer. Sorry. And with that said, their car was also broke down, didn't have AC. So we just fixed their car, got the headliner and everything taken care of. The AC's working again. And now we're still doing a little bit of a toy drive for that family because with medical bills and everything, it's just really hard on them. So the dynamics of this company, right? The next few things, piggybacking on Deborah, yes, handwritten cards. Nobody's getting that. You will stand out. And then 4 things real quick. I spoke with an appraiser yesterday. They're booked out for the rest of the year. So make sure that, you work your calendars, and they're overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated. So Jeff Beggins and I are going to do a Defend the Appraisal class because we are pushing the values up. And so if you have that appraisal defended and you allow them to take a look at your work, they're going to probably do a data entry on that and you'll get the value. That said, your disciplines, make sure you talk to everyone. You got a 2-week blitz. This is your last full business week. Next week is a 3-day week. Week after that's a 3-day week. And then you got to mix in holidays and vacations with the lenders. So make sure you're looking at your calendars and getting in front of that. And then last but not least, your business plans. Whenever you do exhale, take a look at next year and what your goals are and what you want to do. Other than that, I want to wish everyone happy holidays, because I know next week we're going to start losing some people. Some vacations, maybe not, but happy holidays to everyone.
Nice. Mr. Simmons? You must be sore from standing so still all this time.
Busted. Busted.
Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, I'm driving to the office on my way, so just bear with me. First, I just want to say we had a hell of a time at the Christmas party, and like all the other managers said, it was just really great to just see everyone with their spirits being lifted and just having a good time. You kind of miss those smiles and those high fives,
And the hugs.
So, and the hugs, exactly. It just felt so good just seeing everyone just happy, especially during this 2020 COVID. But you know what? We got a lot to be happy for. And I like the slogan that we kind of start off with every morning. We are blessed, and we are 100% blessed. I want to just share something. I was listening to a GoCast video, and it was about a young lady who's a pageant, Miss USA pageant, and she started to quote off with, "If not me, then who?" And I really kind of just like resonated. If not me, then who? If you go by, you're driving, you see a FSBO, and you drive by it, then it's obviously it could be potentially someone else's, right? Why not take the chance? So at times our purpose drops in our life as if heavens do it by accident. Do not feel failure, but please be terrified of regret. As giving up is the birth of regret, you will have 100 moments with someone telling you no. The reality is we will always hear no. We will always hear more no's than we hear more yeses, and we will fail a lot more. But what I ask is to take not no's to answers. To answers. Don't be afraid of no's. Be afraid of the possibility of yeses that you have prematurely destroyed because you decided to give up before the clock hits 12. So the message is, don't give up, guys. And I think this kind of goes up to probably more of the newer agents versus experienced agents. But you know what? Everything works. Everything works. And you know what? It takes time. And the last thing I just want to say to you guys, and I apologize, I'm trying to drive and read at the same time, which is not good. You got to do this for you. This is for you. This isn't about anybody. Live for you, honor you, and never lose sight of that. Thank you, and happy holidays to you.
All right. Mr. Baggins?
All right. Yeah, Thomas, we all saw your dance moves on Facebook from your party, so that was well done on that. I wrote down a couple things, Craig, and I want you guys to stop for a second and think about this for a second. This is something I really want you to let sink in. Stop being okay with crappy. That's a mantra, right? Stop being okay with crappy. And it hits you in a million different ways, but I want it to. Because as you have a little bit of time coming up over the next couple of weeks, I really need us all, myself included, kind of do a reevaluation of what do you want in 2021. Because I think we talk about being blessed and grateful all the time, but I really want you to put some action behind those two words, because we are blessed and grateful. And we need to put some creativity and some inspiration, some thought to exactly what the lifestyle we deserve to be living and providing for our loved ones and our families, because we're fortunate and thankful and grateful to be able to do this. And I think every one of us has a crappy section, right? If you look at the wheel of life type of thing, and you've tolerated it, and it's okay, or it's become okay. No more. Stop being okay with crappy. Figure out what it is to be optimal, and then that's going to roll into your business plan, guys. We went through an entire week of really boiling it down to one good appointment a week. All you got to do is talk with people, find somebody that needs some help, and connect with them and make them think positively about you. That's all we need to do. But none of that's going to happen until you become uncomfortable with crappy. So figure out what part of your business is crappy and stop being okay with it. Make it better, whether it's your presentation, whether it's your connections, whether it's your DISC, VAK, whatever it may be, just stop it and then raise that bar, put it down, write it down, figure out what 2021 is going to be, especially Q1. And then let's just do it. Craig just told you $9,000 a check. How many checks do you want in Q1? Let's go get it. But you're not going to do it until it becomes uncomfortable. So stop being okay with crappy. That's what I want to leave you with today.
I like it. And seriously, look around. I mean, are some sections of all of our lives that are not optimized, right? Good opportunity. All right, back to sharing my screen. Have some news for you. Thank you, guys. All right. Paramount Title we did. My inbox. Lead tracking in Zap. I've had 2 instances this week where, Jessica for closings, enjoy, go into Lead Router for every closing to see what the source of the business was. And twice this week, the agent that closed the transaction, the customer that closed the transaction was in another agent's Zap. How does that happen? And why should it happen? All of your leads should be in Zap. I told you I was talking with the broker the other day, and he was going on and on about Boomtown and how great their software was. He says, it's so cool. I get them to shop on my Boomtown website, and it stalks them. It watches what they look at, and it rates when they're ready to buy. I'm going, that's Zap, right? So this guy's going on, and I said, send to one broker too. I said, why don't you just use Zap? And he's doing Google AdWords and all that stuff to drive leads to his website, which none of us are doing with our Zap because we're not using it the way it's intended to be used. So what should happen is Otis gets a lead. He puts his lead in Zap, sends an invitation to watch the site. Now they're in his Zap. Now, if that customer inquires on another website someplace else and ends up in Jeff's email, Lead Router is going to say, oops, this isn't going to Jeff. It's going to Otis because he's Otis's, right? So you can claim your leads when you put them in Zap. If you're not putting them in Zap, you're not claiming your leads. It also means you're not following them up. Lead follow-up in this day and age is long-term follow-up, right? These customers are worth $130,000 over the life of your dealing with them. Treat them that way. So let's check your lead Zap tracking in Zap. Prime Street is a very good lead source for those of you that have signed up. I've heard. They're doing a webinar on the 17th. You all should have been notified about that, Thursday from 12 to 1. I don't have any new agent emails this week, but I'm keeping it on my schedule. We have the university calendar for this week. Oh, good. Look at all the new messages I get to answer. Move the faces. Save your seat. So the webinar for Prime Street. Jody's sending this to us every week. Actually, manager Jody's going to attend our manager meeting next week too. So we're going to talk about some goal setting for ourselves. This week, Building the Business You Deserve workshop, virtual listing pros. That's yesterday. It's too late to talk about those. Owning objections at 1 o'clock today. Centurion Agent Mastermind. Those are kind of cool. Just hearing what other agents are doing if you get a chance. 7 negotiating skills on Wednesday at 1. Prospecting 101 at 1 o'clock on Thursday. And Mind Over Market with Greg Harrelson on real estate investing. I'll tell you what, every customer that you know of right now should be taking advantage of these interest rates. And if they already own a home and don't want to sell their home, they can buy another home. Just start thinking about that all the time, right? Buy another home. Jackie Stone sent me a screenshot, a text yesterday with a 1.75% VA interest rate. 1.75, holy cow. It's almost worth refinancing again. I'm going to jump around, but if you go to be3agents.com, the Next Level University from Q4 is up. Guys, there's a lot of really good content in that 3 days, and so much so that you probably can't digest it all. So what we're going to do is every week we're going to send out one. I sent you one yesterday, And that's just the opening with Jeff and I. But then day one, all the courses are broken out. So if you want to consume more, you can, but we're going to send out one a week. And I hope you take the time to watch it. I mean, there's really some talented people in this company that are sharing their knowledge with all of us for mindset, working with sellers and working with buyers. And we don't have any inkling to tell you something that's not right or good for you, because we only get paid when you get paid, and we like to get paid. So there's some really, really good stuff. So be3agents.com or the app have all the content up there now. And, you know, Jonathan spent days upon days editing all this stuff and making it look nice and taking it apart. So know that it's there, and please take the time to watch once a week at least for the next 16 weeks and just keep us going and keep us up to date in style. Let's go to... Oh, so you remember we changed the independent contractor agreement, and we actually gave everybody a raise. Once you hit 50,000 in commission, we took the 2% NAF fee down to 1%. It's just a little reminder. Joy wanted me to tell you that it's going back to 2% in January until you hit 50 grand, and then it drops to 1%. So don't be all upset. 1% is not a lot, but it saves a little bit over the course of the year. So that's new. I just talked about the NLU recordings. Next week's short week, this is Joy. Any commission check must be in by noon on Tuesday for a Wednesday delivery. And that's just the way it is. And please understand, UPS is backed up. FedEx is backed up. We're having lots of delivery channel problems. I'm trying to return something I bought from Amazon. And every time I go to the UPS store, it's literally a line of people 4 or 5 feet apart, wrapping around the parking lot to get into the UPS store to send a package. So just, you know, 'tis the season. All right, here we go. Leads down this week, 186 to 171. Remember, we are up at the 250, 300 mark. But look what's winning. Century One, Ojo, and Zap. 43 last week, 40 this week. That's our second biggest lead source to Opcity now. So whatever Century 21 is doing is driving leads, right? So 43, 21. Relocation up to 26 last week. Remember, a relocation lead, we are typically closing in excess of 47% of them, right? An internet lead now, you're doing really good with 4%. So 47% on relo is really hot. Opcity, similarly, is probably a 30 to 40% conversion rate because they're warm transfers. Walk-ins, probably, you know, pretty bold to walk into a real estate company these days. So 11, 10, pretty steady. Sign calls, pretty steady, 18 or 19. Zillow's not playing nice in the sandbox. The baited group got a 29 connections this week. That's a big number. Nobody's playing the social ad engine game. That's interesting. And after hours, we only had 2 calls after hours. So we pay an answering service 24/7 to answer our phones if ever we miss a call, and only 2 came in after hours. I think that's pretty cool. And then we got some birthdays to study this week. We've got Karina Primerano from Sarasota. Happy birthday today. Fred from Brandon on the 16th. Neil from Apollo Beach on the 17th. And then Susan, Devana, and Layton are all on the 18th. John Kate is on the 19th. Kevin Arnold is on the 19th with John. And Kevin Friel on the 21st. So happy birthday to all of you. And that's all I got on my list for you guys today. We did well. Any other things for the benefit of the greater good, Jeffrey?
Just write out what is not crappy. That's my mantra. Anybody I talk to and see this week, that's the message you're going to get. So have fun with it. It's a lot of fun when you start doing it.
Good.
That's it.
Well, don't say boo-hoo when boo will do. We got things to get busy and close on, guys. So happy Tuesday. Hey, let's have a group decision right now. Are we doing a sales meeting next week? I say yes.
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 Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and then we'll take probably the week between Christmas and New Year's. We'll let everybody have a break. Okay, cool. Happy Tuesday. Signing off.